Hello everybody, this is the second take of this video because last week I filmed it with no audio on, so the mic is on, you can see it. Okay, so I hope this is the final version. Sorry for the delay, but I could re-record this video only on Saturday, so right before Easter, and here we are. We are talking today about the books that I finished in March, the books that I've read since the end of February till now. We are at the start of April. I didn't finish many books, but whatever. I think I'm also in a bit of a reading slump, which is not completely true. My sort of reading slump is actually like a period of time in which when I read maybe a lot in one sitting, but then like there are days I really don't want to pick up the book that I'm reading. So mostly is related to how I'm feeling toward the books that I'm reading. But whatever. At the end of February, I finished volume 2 and volume 3 of Mr. Villain's Day Off by Yu Morikawa. Sorry, This is a manga series about this general who is part of this sort of association that wants to kill basically humanity. On his day off, he just wants to do something completely unrelated to his job, and so he gets to know the beautiful things that are on earth, like pandas, for example. And it's funny, it's cute. I adore this series. It's already my favorite series of the year. I don't think I will find another manga like this, honestly. Then I picked up at the end of February, and I tried to read through March, A Tale of Love and Darkness by Amos Oz. This is his autobiography, a sort of storied version of his autobiography. I've never read anything by him, and I also must admit that I had prejudices. Prejudices? I think this is how you pronounce it. I'm sorry, because he's from Israel. I know he's been a pacifist, um, along with David Grossman, another Israeli author that I've read something about. Like, I've read one of his books when I was in high school. I didn't really appreciate it too much at the time, but I think I would enjoyed it now. But that's another story. Anyway, I DNF'd this book at page 56, if I'm not mistaken, because it tends to give, um, let's say, it starts with an argument at the start of the paragraph, but then it slides into another one, and so you kind of lose the focus. It's a bit hard to explain, but also the fact that it's trying to give us context, but like taking for granted that we know already how um, Palestine was divided and controlled by uh, the British government, I would say, um, in that exact moment, and I don't know it. So you gotta explain it a bit more clearer. I'm sorry, I'm moving a bit because I know that there's the reflection of the window that could be distracting. So yeah, I was bored. I'm sorry, I was very bored, and so I decided to just quit reading this book. Then I picked up a young adult book. Well, no, I would say it's more middle grade. Who Put an Air in My Toothbrush by Jerry Spinelli. This is the Italian edition. I didn't read it when I was younger. This is about two siblings, Megan, who is turning 13, and Gregory, who's turning 15, and how they hate each other, basically. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. It's a good book. I think I would have appreciated way more when I was like 12, 13. So the time I was reading Jerry Spinelli's books. It's a book about relationships. not just between the two siblings, but also like other family members, or people you consider family but are not like your biological family, and friendships, first crushes. It's a good book. Okay, the first half of the book was a bit. The second part was very good, actually. So yeah, I do recommend it if you have a middle grade young child in your house. Why not? Why not? Then I've started two books, so I'm currently reading two books. One, I'm sorry, but will be in Italian. The first one, no, because it's a British book, and it's the Tea Shop of Lost and Found by Trisha Ashley. This is not the first book that I read by this author, and I've started it longer than a week ago. Well, when you see this video, it would be about like almost 2 weeks ago, and I'm just haven't read much. I'm not really into the main character. It's about this woman who was adopted when she was a newborn, and her father loved her. Her adoptive mother didn't. When her father passed away, she basically ran away. She moved to Cornwall, and this is basically her life from her like 80th year of life till like when she's grown up. The point is, um, the pacing is in this book is weird, because it's like okay, we're in this part of Alice, which is the main character's name. Ellie's life, this is happening, she's feeling like this, and then you move forward, like you move in the future, and 10,000 things happen. So I don't know, I'm not appreciating the pacing too much, neither the main character actually. So I don't know, I'm trying to keep reading it, but whatever. Also, I've joined a book club in my boyfriend's town, which is also the place I work at. Well, the town I work in. And I'm reading La Malacarne di Beatrice Salvioni. I don't know if this book has been translated to into English. This has been out for almost 2 years here in Italy, but I've never heard about it, and I'm reading it now because of the book club. I've decided to use my Kobo Plus free trial to read it, because I should have gone to the library to pick it up, but I wasn't like, it wasn't the greatest day I had this week, so I was like, no, I'm not going out. And I started it like not even 2 days ago, and I'm already at one third of the book. Okay, okay. This is about this young girl whose name is Francesca. We're in Monza, which is a place near Milan, and her best friend has been put in a asylum because she said that she killed a man with words. Okay. This story takes place during fascism. It's been 40 years since Francesca's best friend has been put into the asylum, and the war is starting because Italy, in case you didn't know, started like participating into war in 1940. And it's very interesting because it's about like how people were living in that exact period of time, and there are a few like sentences in slang I didn't know where it took place at the start of my read, and so I was like, oh, I think this is like Mantua, Verona, and instead is Monza. So I appreciate that I can understand the slang, although I'm not from Mantua, but kind of close. Also, my grandparents were from there, so I know that slang, and that's something I love. I know it's something that like foreign people or also people from the south, um, from southern Italy, can't understand, appreciate, and I'm sorry for that. But at the same time, as someone who understands that slang, it's great. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm enjoying it. The writer can write. I'm liking it, the story. I'm very curious about how the character's life is going to be. Um, so yeah, this is what I'm reading. Let me tell you what you're reading, what you've been reading in March. How is everything going? How everything's going? I'm sorry, I can't speak. Um, and we'll see soon each other because I have a brand new wall. Because why not? You know, I have no books in this house. Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed this video. We see each other very soon. Bye.